Herman Fuller's Circus of the Disquieting presents the Dread Behemoth. The heart of the ocean is no mere jewel, my friends, but rather the still beating heart of the Dread Behemoth. Come and bear witness to one of the most horrid and bizarre spectacles that man has ever laid eyes on. The enormous, undead heart plucked straight from the chest of an eldritch colossus from the abyss. Hear the astonishing tale of how this monstrosity came to be in the possession of Herman Fuller. One day only, 1 p.m. this Saturday at the Innsmouth Fairground. One show, one chance. Come one, come all. Who could forget the night that Dread Behemoth rose forth from the sea to wreak havoc on the fair Fey island of Hy-Brasil? The dastardly GOC had driven the beast there, happy to sacrifice an island of marvels to preserve their precious veil of normalcy. They probably figured the beast would do some of their own dirty work for them. Oh, it riles me up just thinking about it. Never mind them now, though. That's not what you came here to hear about. You want to know about the Dread Behemoth. Let me tell you, the Behemoth was a sight to behold, truly titanic in size. 100 stories tall if it was an inch. It towered over the city, nearly reaching up to touch the unrelenting storm clouds above. Every stride it took caused earthquakes and tsunamis, its gargantuan tentacles leaving craters where they struck the ground. The mere force of its wails was enough to topple skyscrapers. Men, women, and children all wept and fled in mass pandemonium. The swift trampled the slow, cramming themselves into the ways out of the city. Some succumbed to the madness and took their own lives, while others tried to swim out to sea, as though that could offer any refuge from such a menace. All had abandoned hope, for what force on earth would dare oppose the nightmare that was the Dread Behemoth? Herman Fuller, that's who! It was sheer chance I was there that day. I had an appointment with my haberdasher about expanding the storage capacity in my top hat. But what good fortune it was! I wasn't about to turn tail and run when so many innocent people were at risk of losing life and livelihood, hearth and home. If no one else was going to stop this beast, then I'd have to do it myself. Doing what I could to drum up my courage, I sized up my foe. It had a pound or two on me, it's true, but I had my wits. I knew I was no good getting stopped under its tentacles, so I made for higher ground. I climbed a fire escape to the top of the tallest building I could get to, and by then, that was the last building left standing. From atop that lonely citadel, I gazed down the Dread Behemoth, and I swear to you friends, it looked at me not with mere animal hunger, but with contempt. Who was I to stand my ground against it when all others had fled? I would pay for my insolence dearly, I surely would. Or so it thought. One good look into its eyes was all I needed to know its true nature, and in those deep wells of cosmic time I saw that it was only its heart that was truly immortal, and without it, the beast would perish. It was obvious what needed to be done. Separate the beast from its heart. An impossible task, you say? Herman Fuller doesn't know the meaning of the word impossible. Drawing forth a 20-foot harpoon from among the various detritus that Motormouth keeps in his second stomach. Motormouth was with me as well, I should have mentioned that earlier. I aimed true and thrust it directly into the behemoth's chest. Fortunately, my knowledge of eldritch anatomy was spot on, and I pierced the beast's undying heart. With a mighty pull, I freed the heart from the monster's ribcage, and it was immortal no longer. The behemoth was dead before it hit the ground, but at the very least it left a magnificent corpse. I, however, had no use for a megaton of squid meat, so I left it be. I kept only the heart of the ocean as my trophy, which I proudly present to you today as proof of my extraordinary heroism.